Hey Waffle Gang, I do hope you are well. My name is Mark and today we're checking out some more relationship stories, and if you do love a Reddit story, why not consider hitting that like, subscribe, maybe that notification bell too. It all massively helps out, and let's crack on with today's first story. Now this story is a story that we've covered in the past on the channel, the first part of it, but someone on Twitter recently just told me that there's an update to this post, so we're going to cover the original story and then the update as well. So if you want to skip parts of it, timestamps are down in the description and along the timeline below, so feel free to use them. That's what they're there for. Let's crack on. Now today's first story comes from Inheritance Mine, who says, am I the arsehole for not sharing my inheritance? So, a bit of background. I was a big oops. My bio mum was a wealthy woman who apparently never wanted marriage or kids. She met my dad at a work event. Same job type, different locations, not sharing specifics for anonymity. And they started seeing each other casually for a few months, and then boom, a pill, the condom, and the plan B all failed to stop me from existing. My mother was going to abort me, but my father begged her not to because he was actually married and was told his wife only had like 1% chance of ever carrying a baby to term. She agreed only on the stipulation that she can give me up. No visitation, no parenting, nothing but child support, and he and his wife reached an agreement and took me under the ruse she'd raised me as her biological daughter. Needless to say, I never met my bio mum, but it doesn't get any better for me from there. My stepmom actually ended up having a miracle about a year after I was born. A son. My brother has never treated me any different, and I love him dearly, but I could always tell I was never my parents' priority. I more or less just kind of existed to be seen, never heard or really acknowledged unless it was something for the family. When I turned 13, I got the opportunity to meet my bio grandma, mum's mum. She had no idea I existed and petitioned for visitation. I loved it so much with her that I asked if I could live with her. My dad and stepmom seemed happy to be rid of me and accepted. My bio mum never visited her mum anyway, a rift over her not settling down and having kids. Well, that was 6 years ago. My bio mum just died a month ago and surprisingly left everything she owned to me, with the stipulation that I go to school for business and better myself. According to her letter that the lawyer and trustee told me about, this is life-changing money. I'm talking I went from lowest middle class, grandma left everything to me but it wasn't a lot, just a house and a couple of thousand, to a multi-millionaire. Now my dad and stepmom are on my case to share the money. I have no idea how they found out as grandma passed last year, right after I graduated. It was her dream to see me graduate, and she had been sick for a few years. And the only person I talk to is my brother, but I never even told him. Apparently, they don't have the money to send him to an Ivy League school like they've always wanted. But money is no longer an object for me. I know they raised me for 13 years, but this money could really change my life. Am I the arsehole if I don't share it? And we do have an update to this story, which we'll cover in a moment. And we have some extra info which comes down in the comments. So Sol says, info, where did your bio's mum money come from? OP says, from what I know, she was a very successful businesswoman and owned a couple of businesses overseas and several properties in the States. She also invested in Bitcoin when it first started, I guess. LAH says, I'm a little confused. What exactly did your parents do to you that was so horrible? I mean, for a woman to take in her husband's child that was born due to cheating, sounds like a pretty stand-up thing to do. I cannot imagine her pain. If you'll be a multi-millionaire, $500,000, $1 million sounds like a mere drop in the bucket if you will. Also, being lower middle class while raising 2 children close in age is quite difficult. I know the financial struggles parents go through at this SES status. So what happened that makes you not want to share just a bit with them? Because honestly, you could have been aborted by this person that just left you this money if not for your dad and his wife who was cheated on, but chose to be a bigger person and give you life by taking you in. OP replies here, my brother is the only one, aside from my grandma and a few close friends, who ever showed me any love. I was taken care of in the way of a roof over my head, food and clothes, but I was hardly spoken to, never praised for any accomplishments, never celebrated my birthday. They didn't even attend my high school graduation. I merely existed. I was a band-aid solution for my stepmom's infertility. I was to be raised as hers like my stepmom was to be my bio-mum. But that all changed when my brother was born. I can't remember a time of love and affection from them in my whole life. If not for my brother, I would have run away and I highly doubt they would have even cared. Late for Dinner says don't give them money. Maybe set something up with a lawyer like a trust for your brother to use for only school. This way money can't be withdrawn from it. They have proven that they only want the money, not the arsehole. Which OP says, I made an appointment with the attorney and trustee handling my situation to see if I even could, but I won't just give them my money. I've been reading the comments, I really have, and a lot tell me about some sort of fund I could set up that would go to his school only. And funny enough, I talked to my brother about this whole mess. He doesn't even want to go to an Ivy League school. He wants to go to art school, but dad and stepmom refuse to pay for it, saying it's a waste of time and of his talents. So now, I don't know why they want money if it's not for his schooling. Pleasant Cold said to this, I am not passing judgment, but I will say if I hit the lottery, I would definitely share it with my family. The woman who left you that money, bio-mum, was going to abort you. If not for bio-dad and stepmom stepping in to raise you. Further, your brother has loved you and you claim to love him, so why not be generous and help him with college? And we'll have one more comment from Parkin Fix who says, no, not the arsehole. That inheritance is yours and yours alone. This is how the will was written, and the court has approved it. The deed is done. Your dad and stepmom don't have any claim to any money. And frankly, given how they've treated you over the years, they certainly don't deserve any of that inheritance. So then OP did update the post, which says, I'm not sure about the protocol of an update, but I have one. I made an appointment to see the lawyer and trustee handling my bio-mum's estate. So the gist of the meeting ended with them telling me that how my mother wrote her will. In order for the inheritance to truly be mine, I have to go to business school. So I couldn't even give the money to my dad and stepmom even if I wanted to, which, thanks to all of you, I learned I have no moral obligation to do and won't be doing. Plus, I talked to my brother and he doesn't even want to go to an Ivy League school. He wants to go to an art school and dad and stepmom refuse to pay for it. I offered to him that after I complete my business degree, which I'm going to do, I would be more than happy to pay for his art school. He graciously accepted and told our dad, and it did not go well. They have threatened to disown him. They apparently want him to be a lawyer or doctor or something with a high salary so he can take care of them, I guess. They had a massive blowout fight and he is now moving out of their house and into mine while he's still in high school. He is technically 18 now, so I'm not sure if I'll get in trouble with the police, but I wasn't about to let my brother live in the streets. I've been driving him to and from school while still working until I can register for business school. Thank you to all who commented and offered advice. And I just sort of wonder what the bio-mum's thought process there were about her going to business school. Does she actually want her to have her own business and be just like her or whatever? And I wonder what OP's plans are once they get a degree, something along those lines from this business school and they get the money. Are they going to continue with some sort of business or are they just going to say, you know, I'm done now. I got the money, easy peasy. That's some kind of incentive to get through school, right? And I'm glad OP did turn to their brother and help them out because it did sound like they had a close family connection, which I think is wonderful that they're together. And it sounds like brother is going to need it going forward, especially with his parents. And what are they playing at? What is their mindset? He was, and I'm quoting OP here, a miracle, and they absolutely loved him and cast OP aside for him, and then are treating him like this and threatening to disown him. Bloody fools. But what do you guys make of this story? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Let's move on to another one. Now, our next story is a little bit of a different one. It's from the Today I Messed Up subreddit. I'm not sure what to make of it myself, but it's a bit cheeky. And the guy does talk about needing to go to the toilet. So if you're eating right now, you might just want to put that aside or come back to the video a bit later. Totally up to you. Anyway, this one's called Today I Messed Up by Hiding in My Girlfriend's Room While Her Parents Are Home. And this is from a deleted user. As the title says, I'm currently fucking up by being in my girlfriend's room. You may be thinking, she's here with me, scared to be caught, but she's not. In fact, she's nowhere near me because she's at school. My girlfriend and I live an hour away from each other and she has school, so you can imagine seeing each other is not the easiest thing right away. My girlfriend also lives with her parents and she's Asian, meaning no boyfriends until college, though her mum seems okay with it. On Wednesday, we developed a plan to have me sleep over her house without getting caught. The plan was simple. I would come when her parents were gone at work. They own a restaurant, and I would leave in the morning when her dad takes her to school because her mum would still be sleeping. It went great. I made it out, even ran to my car, which wasn't necessary because by the time her dad was coming back, I was driving out of her neighborhood. Fast forward to that night, and I ended up going back over. Thursday goes good. I go to her room in the morning and end up going back to sleep until she comes home. Now it is Friday morning. Her dad almost caught us because he wanted to take the recycling out, but she quickly got it for him. Then she leaves. I lock her bedroom door and settle in her bed where I'll be for the next 7 hours waiting for her to come back. Her dad comes back, comes upstairs, tries to open the door. Fuck, it's locked. He pauses, turns the light on. I assume he looks in her brother's room, then tries the door again. Still locked for obvious reasons he does not know about. He says something to himself. I don't speak Chinese, but I really wish I did, then goes back downstairs where he sleeps on the couch. I text girlfriend, almost dying because of how scared I am to get caught. She tells me to chill, tells me they don't have the keys to their doors. The only way to open it is to take the handle off. She texts her dad saying the doors are locked and she can unlock it later. He says okay. Her dad doesn't always listen, so that worries me. Pretty sure her dad went back to sleep now and her mum isn't awake. Now I'm laying in her bed, wide awake, texting her, asking my parents what to do. I've had similar experiences and got caught, and try not to freak the fuck out because I can't do anything. Escaping is impossible. A window has blinds and a screen and is second story. Going downstairs and out the door is foolish. Her dad sleeps on the couch and the stairs are noisy. Plus, I have no idea what time her mum wakes up. I have no choice but to sit it out for the next 7 hours. Maybe try to get some rest, but I doubt I will. Anyone have any advice? She's 19, I'm 20, her parents don't even know she has a boyfriend. I imagine they'll be beyond pissed if they find out I'm here. We'll both be fucked. Not only is she dating me, but I'm staying in a house without them knowing. It's scary to think there could be someone in your house and you wouldn't even know it. I feel bad for doing this, but I love my girlfriend and I'm literal melted butter in her hands. Update. Probably should have gotten up with her right away, but chose to stay in bed. Now I have to poop really bad. About 6 more hours to go through. Rip my bowels and my asshole. Also, for some reason, everything in the house fucking creaks. So I have to be very careful with what I do on the bed, sleeping position wise. Update, 9:54 AM. About 5 more hours. I still have to poop. Not as badly though. However, a new problem has arose. I grabbed a hard-boiled egg earlier when her dad was gone, 2 baby oranges and a piece of Hawaiian bread. I ate the egg obviously because I can't really eat all day, and most of one of the baby oranges, and 2 bites off the little square of bread. Tummy feels a bit weird. I hope I don't throw up. It's very hard to be silent while your guts spill on the floor. Also think of napping but too afraid. I'll let out a massive fart or make some noise. Girlfriend stopped replying due to class. I've given up the idea of escaping a long while ago. The dad is of no concern. Pretty mid-level threat, but low for now. Mum is high level once she wakes up though. Hopefully she'll leave for work, but it looks like that might not happen as she isn't awake yet and supposedly would leave at 10:30. Quick update, 9:55 AM. Mum is awake and went downstairs. I think she'll make breakfast or something. Dad is talking to Mum. Don't know what about. Hope they don't try the door again. Really feel like I'm gonna shit and throw up now. Good update, 10:03 AM. Good news. Pretty sure the mum just left. Pretty sure I can hear her dad snoring. I can finally relax a little. Might actually catch some shut-eye. I'll have to play a bit of FIFA Mobile, the hell, and then maybe sleep for a few hours. Okay, another update since it was asked for. 10:20 AM. Mum's long gone for sure. Dad's asleep. Not snoring, but I'm pretty sure he's sleeping. Unfortunately, girlfriend hasn't answered text for the last 2 hours, I think. Finally beat a team in FIFA after playing them for the 20th time. Every time the air conditioner turns on, it makes this loud ass noise, so every time that happens, I get spooked. I'm glad everyone is getting a good laugh out of it. Someone thought this post was fake, which is fine, not really sure how to prove it's real. As I said before, hiding under the bed is impossible. The only place to hide is her closet, which will be a tight squeeze. Hoping it doesn't come to that. Dad will probably sleep all day as he stays up all night talking to his friends in China, so his body is in another time zone. Might just nap when the girlfriend comes home, as she usually naps after class. Thanks for the good luck. See you in an hour or when something interesting happens. Updated 10:40 AM. Hello. My girlfriend knows this exists now, so hello. Enjoy my pain in these comments. So far, Dad's still asleep. Mum is at work. AC still spooks me. Here's some answers to questions. Girlfriend's birthday is late. Yes, Dad works, but he can't handle work, so he goes later. Around 6, I think. And I'll make it clear now, I'm not planning to escape. It would be stupid. I truly think girlfriend's dad doesn't care enough to try and bust down the door. Also, yes, Florida is a stand your ground. But Dad doesn't own guns, just knives. I feel like I could run faster. Used to play soccer and have been practicing boxing for years, and more recently Muay Thai. So I know how to run and fight. Those asking for proof, if you tell me how to upload a pic, then I'd have no problem doing that. As for my poop situation, I still have to go, but it's not that bad anymore. Yes, I have a bit of orange and bread left, and I have headphones that are supplying me with some nice Spotify service. Also, I play campaign mode in FIFA. Finally beat chapter 2 after 3 days. See you in an hour. Not really an update, but I'll post a link to girlfriend, our text and her room door. Had to re-upload because her face was exposed. Proofread it. Update again. I didn't see a post that got deleted. I deleted the link of the pic because it had her face in it, but I uploaded a new pic and posted the link above. If this shit is deleted, then what the fuck, Reddit, you wanna fight? As for my bells, still gotta go, but not as badly. I'm probably going to watch some YouTube or Netflix since sleeping isn't a good idea. I'll update in an hour as always. Next update. Try using your phone to view. Anyway, good news. As we speak, I am shitting in the toilet. Dad left. Pooping has never felt so good. I'll update you when my girlfriend comes back. Updates, girlfriend is home. I pooped as soon as the dad left. Yes, I know it's stupid staying longer, but now that my girlfriend is home, I'm safe. For those who are asking why I didn't leave when I got the food, there was a very tiny window to do things, and I didn't have my bag packed. There'll be one more update after this when I get home. The true safe zone. As for now, the girlfriend and I are going to play FIFA and chill until I have to leave. Final update. Hello. I'm at my house in bed, nowhere near my girlfriend's parents. I have pooped twice and it went well, thank you for asking. About my girlfriend's age. She went to school in China at first and has a late birthday, therefore she's making up credits and will be going to actual uni soon. She's not finished university and gotten a degree, therefore no boyfriend. For those of you saying she's an adult, her parents don't control her. They do. As long as she lives there and they support her financially. Not to mention she isn't white, she's Asian, Chinese specifically. I myself am Italian/Cuban, so the same rules go for me until I move out. Planning to before the end of next year. Many of you ask why I didn't leave when her dad left to pick her up. Instead, pooping. First off, I had to poop so badly. Secondly, I won't see her for a while and recently she got hurt, so I've been helping tend her wounds so she doesn't need to go to the hospital. Mum's a nurse, taught me everything since I was young. I wanted to be there for her in person. Also yes, her parents own a restaurant. I won't post any more updates, 99.9% chance I won't because it's over, but will reply to DMs and replies. Final permanent update of course, guess this about almost a year later. She broke up with me a few months ago. I'm glad you all enjoyed my pain, lol. Just want to write this just in case anyone comes back to read this and is wondering what happened almost a year later. I'm currently happy, perhaps a bit of a thing going on with a different girl. I'm mentally and physically better than when I did this stupid shit. I will never do this again and I don't suggest anyone else does it. I had about 5 heart attacks through the whole thing and it was a shitty thing to do. No poo puns, man. If I was the dad and found out, I would be beyond pissed. Sorry, Mr. X's dad. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing better. Enjoy your day/night. You got to be some crazy ass dude. You told us about that situation where you had like a small window of opportunity to get out, but you went and got food, and you're taking a shit in their toilet, playing FIFA while all this is going on. What would be going through your head? I would be absolutely panicked. I wouldn't get myself in that situation to begin with, to be quite honest, but all this crazy shit going on, and you're thinking about how you need to go for a poo. You're sneaking downstairs, taking a couple of oranges and some bread and having a little picnic up there, posting on Reddit updates like this is just like a normal thing. Dude, you could have opened the door, got yourself shot or stabbed or whatever. I don't care how fast you can run. You're trapped in a room. I mean, I'm certainly glad it didn't come to that, and it sounds like you learned some sort of lesson along the way. Well, I certainly hope you have, because you said you'd done it before as well. And you're telling us about this rule about no boyfriends. And instead of just going out and meeting somewhere away from the house, away from the parents, so you don't cause yourself any grief or anything like that, you think, you know what? I'm just going to go to a bedroom instead. Oh my word. Anyway, I'm not sure what to make of it. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below as usual. Just one of those crazy ones that pop up every once in a while. And just a huge thank you for spending your time with me today. Getting involved in the stories. Your love, support and time always means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. You absolute cheeky so-and-so. Much love.
Wake up, get up, stretch my legs, eat some breakfast, milk and eggs, brush my teeth up, wash my face, throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows. Okay, I know that today